What is up, guys? Dashing here for episode 466 of Community Universe Mode, and edition at number 123 of Friday's Genesis. Topher versus the ads for Ascendant 6. Making it official right now. What up, Soul? Should blame everything on Soul. But indeed, welcome all for what is going to be an action-packed card. As always, we are starting things off with some Cyborg Invitational action, guys. There are only 4 more Invitational matches left, including this one here tonight. Next week, we'll see Reese Ortiz take on Elijah Stewart. Then it'll be Reese Matthews versus Elijah Stewart. And then, of course, the finals, Reese Ortiz versus Josh Wolf. But we now know at this point next week, it doesn't even matter should Reese Ortiz lose to Elijah Stewart, because either way, the final matchup, as I said, will be Ortiz and Wolf and be the winner of the 4th annual Cyborg Invitational. Will receive the World Championship opportunity. Really, the only thing we're figuring out at this point is who's going to place 3 below, who's going to come in 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and compete in that mini-game, the Feast or Fire mini-game. Who's going to get the mid-card title shot, who's going to get the tag team title shot, and who's going to get the pink slip and be fired from Genesis. As Dulazer's opponent, the Good Vibes Kid, he is back, and I could not be more thrilled. Finally breaking free of the chains of Click voluntarily. He was brutally assaulted last week by Bob Luger, Xander Slate, and Randy Morton, but it was the way that the show started tonight, guys, that certainly got Elijah Stewart, many of his Stewies, back into his corner. Bob Luger, Xander Slate, Randy. Of course, remember, Luger was supposed to be suspended, but he and the rest of the Clique broke into the arena, attacking many security guards, and Bob Luger basically having himself a little bit of a strike, said he was not going to be leaving the ring until he got what he wanted. And Castle Fave security guards and the entire Genesis roster would spill out saying, Bob, you don't lose your job now. And Bob Luger, in his fit of rage, taking loss after loss, all of these failures, building up, nice show of respect there. And last week, of course, attacking his own father, Lex Luger, it all just rose up in him. And he ended up lashing out at Slate and Borton to the point, and he's done that the past couple of weeks, and Slate and Borton finally had enough, and they left Bob Luger. They said, you're no longer a good brother. Effectively, guys, ending Click, and Bob Luger just grew more and more irritated, and Castlefay was about to call the police, but instead Elijah Stewart would come out, say, no need for that, Cass, and would lay down the challenge. Me and you, Bob Luger, it's been building up for nearly a year. Let's finally finish it at homecoming, one-on-one. No disqualifications, no countouts. I'm going to tear you limb from limb. And Bob Luger, well, simply accepting, saying, you got it, kid. I cannot wait to knock all those shiny white teeth out of your mouth. So it has been confirmed. Castle Fave agreeing. Homecoming 3. Just 4 weeks off. It will be Bob Luger, Elijah Stewart, one-on-one for, believe it or not, the first time they fought in multi-man, fought on the same side, but they have never fought. Zaire has a strong start. Zaire, who's currently 1-3, if he can win here, I do believe he may place in the top 3, well, the top 4. Of course, we'll have to see how. Oh, there's cheeky lag. We'll have to see how Reese Matthews does as well. Matthews is also 1-3. Yo, what up, Famous? Welcome in, my friend. Glad to see you. What up, J-Rod? Hello. We had some cheeky lag at the end of NGW yesterday, so I've noticed that it still lags at the times that it used to, but I think this new modem has definitely helped. It doesn't lag nearly as bad. It lags like for a second every couple of minutes. So, you got to take the victories where you can get them, As Dulazaire pulls off a beautiful inverted suplex there. Elijah Stewart now brought up to one knee, punched on the top of the head, guys. Tonight's main event, I cannot turn of the dream. Sam Valentine will be taking on Markintel. Of course, Sam Valentine been chosen by Josh Wolf to be a part of Team Genesis at Homecoming 3. But this will be the first time Sam has competed on Genesis in over 6 months. He returned to the Royal Rumble match at Absolution a couple of weeks ago. We've also got plenty of tag team action tonight, guys. Actually, a little bit of a... Oh! Speaking of the Royal Rumble, Dulé Zaire getting clotheslined down to the outside there by the Good Vibes Kid. It didn't look like it hurt quite a lot. Yo, what up, John Cena, my friend? Welcome to the stream as Elijah Stewart drops a leg on the apron there to Zaire. A little bit of a change to the card, though. As I was saying, it was supposed to be Luke Swanson and Kevin Silva taking on Imaginary Friends in a #1 contenders match. Tag team titles, Good Vibes by Stewart, but, well, we'll get into what happened a little bit later on as we get close to that matchup, but Elijah might have the match won right here. Stewart, who is currently 1-1 in the Invitational. He'll finish up his last 3 matches here tonight, next week, and then the week after that. Tries to shoot in for perhaps the Book of Eli, but Zaire did his homework up against the ropes. Nice shot of Zaire's hat. What? Dulé with that. I guess I shouldn't be surprised that a kip up. Zaire, for being a thick boy, is quite athletic. It was a pun. You're praying. It was a social experiment. Vertical suplex, bringing Elijah Stewart up and over. Ralph, can you not? And now a jawbreaker. Going to create a little bit of distance. That's good for Elijah Stewart. Shoots in. The risk taker, though, gets countered. Reverse DDT by Zaire. One half of Brule. And, of course, his tag team partner, Brett Angel, for these past couple of weeks, for about a month now, has been at referee boot camp, guys. And I can actually confirm Brett Angel returns next week and will be officiating his first matchup. It was last week that Jaquan Shea won a fatal 4-way to become #1 contender, I should say, for the Anarchy Championship. Next week, he gets his shot at Samuel Boone, and it'll be in a ladder match, and Brett Angel will officiate that contest. So it's certainly going to be exciting to see how Brett Angel calls that matchup. Castle Fit giving him a little bit of an easier task because in a ladder match, you know, you don't have to count a pin, you don't have to count a submission, you just really have to make sure that both guys are okay and can continue. Dulé Zaire battling back up to his feet. What a way to kick off Genesis number 123. These two certainly putting on a banger. Up next, of course, could easily steal the show. D'Angelo Prince, guys, takes on Matsuda Tanaka there by Dulé. I love dogs too, but my annoying sometime, you know. Elijah Stewart trying for a powerbomb of some sort, at least it looked like it, but Zaire, man, doing a very good job of countering Elijah's big moves in this match. And we know what he keeps going for in that corner is that mat slam followed by a split-legged moonsault, but now Elijah counters Zaire's offense attempt. Good Vibes the second time by the former tag team champion, 2-time Alpha World champion. You know, man, Elijah could come back very strong and place on the brackets if he beats Dulé here, if he beats Reese Ortiz next week and then beats Reese Matthews. Clothesline right there, clothesline once again. Elijah Stewart, unfortunately, though, will never be able to place first because he lost to Josh Wolf. Nice lariat. Dulé Zaire building a head full of steam here, guys. Irish Ripper to the corner. Dulé Zaire, can he finally get this off? I think this is like the 3rd or 4th time he's attempted it in this matchup. There's the mat slam. And now here comes the split-legged move. And Wade, guys, can finish off his invitational run at 2, and as he goes for the last laugh. And Elijah Stewart is in big trouble. 1, 2, no! But of course the Good Vibes Kid digs down deep and is able to lift that shoulder of his up off the canvas. This matchup continues to the chagrin of Dulé Zaire. And Zaire now looks to take a risk. Stewart in a bad way, slingshot spear beautifully executed. The ribs of Stewart got to be hurt for certain. Scoop slam now, but Elijah reverses DDT. Elijah now is feeling it. Trying to wake himself back up. Has the support of the fans behind him once again. Oh, KO. Forearm smash to the base of the skull, guys. Brutal. Now a forearm smash. Forearm smash again. It is Zaire who's getting caught up in this tornado of offense from Elijah Stewart. Catchphrase now. Elijah. Whoa, big throwback by him. Hit that power bomb since, geez, maybe season 3. Kick to the back to follow through. Gonna send shooting pains up and down that spine, but Stewart ain't done. Lifts Zaire up into a seated position. Now a kick to the shoulder. Elijah has his opening as he looks to capitalize on it. Lines up his shot. Zaire is gonna get taken down. The Book of Eli. And that'll do it. 1, 2. Elijah Stewart in 1. While Zaire finishing, guys, at 1 and 4. Now it's kind of a battle between Dule Zaire and Reese to see dead last, because remember, Reese currently is 1 and 3. He has his additional match in 2 weeks against Elijah Stewart. But remember, Dule Zaire beat Reese, so if they both finish at 1 and 4, then it will be Reese who places. Well, Elijah, that victory has got to feel real good for him, especially after what happened at the top of the show. 2 and 1 now for the Good Vibes Kid. Bob Luger at Homecoming 3. I know the lag is striking hard today. It wasn't that bad in that matchup, though. It's every couple of minutes, but still very irritating. I yearn for those days where we just didn't get any lag at all, you know? Unfortunately, I'm alive and well. But the show is going to continue, guys. Is up next. Like I said, could be a show stealer right here. D'Angelo Prince, former Anarchy champion, going 1-on-1 with Matsuda Tanaka. Both these men were involved in that Fatal 4-Way #1 contenders match last week, which, of course, was won by Jaquan Shea. As I said, next week, Shea gets his title shot against Samuel Boone in a ladder match, which will be officiated by Brett Angel. But later on tonight, we'll actually see Jaquan Shea and Noah take on the team of Tyson Cage and Samuel Boone. But right here, an opportunity to come back from their respective losses last week and get back to their winning ways. Never forget those fun times. There's always something wrong with the game every season. Like this season, it just randomly pauses all the time. Very dumb. The Prince. D'Angelo making his way to the ring here on Genesis number 123. A CMV veteran, man. He was riding high when he captured the Anarchy Championship, but unfortunately, his reign didn't last very long. Only a week. As Samuel Boone wild card, and then Boone actually retained the title against him and John Reed in a triple threat some weeks ago. The man that he's up against tonight, certainly going to be no easy task, but Matsuda Tanaka has only been pinned twice in his CMV career, once by Paul Anderson, Hall of Famer, and the other time by Jaquan Shea, actually. Matsuda Tanaka, of course, making a name for himself in Japan as a part of RJPW. Came here to CMV still. The RJPW television champion, of course, now is actually vacated the title some months ago, as he looks to truly build a legacy here in the States as a part of CMV. And guys, Matsuda Tanaka, I saw him earlier tonight, and whew, this new attire is too dank for me. Matsuda Tanaka has hit a bit of a snag, but he says that it all changes tonight, and he gets back to being a force getting with. The Ultimate One has a very promising future in CMV. I can see Matsuda Tanaka one day being Alpha World Champion, but that's a long ladder to climb. And indeed, as he said himself, it has to begin tonight. He cannot afford this loss to D'Angelo Prince. Bateman, you little jujube. Use Kinzel, by the way. I know he's not here, but, you know, just a shout out to, in case he watches. Happy birthday to you. So here we go, guys. One-on-one action for Genesis number 123. D'Angelo Prince takes on Matsuda Tanaka, and still a lot to get to here on the show, guys. I cannot wait for that main event. Still Mark Intel and Sam Valentine one-on-one, baby. And up next, of course, a number one contenders match for the CMV World Tag Team titles. Swanson and Kevin Silva, well, we'll discuss it after this matchup finishes. Next, guys, going to be a banger, though. 3 championship matches. The Good Brothers will defend the World Tag Team titles. That matchup up next, and we know that Jaquan Shea and Samuel Boone will fight for the Anarchy title in a ladder match that will be officiated by Bright Angel, and also Dallas Steele will be defending his international championship. Currently, Steele is set to represent Genesis in the champion versus champion match against whoever is United States champion over on Fusion at Homecoming 3, but that's only if he can remain champion next week against whoever he defends against. I'm not sure who. Cassavetes has not revealed it to me as of yet. Matsuda Tanaka. Oh, shades of Kaiba. Never forget with the Avalanche. But just in time, Gumbo popping in. Action rolls out of the way. Comes up. Snap. German suplex. Gumbo, don't worry about it, though. But indeed, you just reminded me, Johnny Vegas in action tonight, guys, for the first time in a long while. Vegas had about a couple months off. He takes on a Royal Rumble winner, El Jefe, who in 4 weeks at Homecoming will headline. Still has not revealed who he'll be challenging, the Undisputed Champion or Chris Andrews, the Alpha World Champion. But after what happened last week, many people are assuming it's going to be the Bloody Brit. Tonight, El Jefe just tries to get more inside. He and Joey Bacon getting that big one over top Newsom and Andrews last week. That should have, though, as Tanaka off the second turnbuckle. Mora! D'Angelo ran right into that as well. That turned you on, Topher? Oh, now D'Angelo Prince getting well acquainted with that top turnbuckle again and again. A good 11 times there. Smashed face first. And now Matsuda Tanaka going to hope that's enough to get the job done. Perhaps it will be, or it'll just be a 1 count. Oh, what up, Suntan? Not just in time, but relatively. The match just started a couple of years. The champion taking on Matsuda Tanaka. D'Angelo got to know what a win this would be for him to become only the 3rd man ever to pin Matsuda Tanaka. But Tanaka is very driven to get back to his winning ways after taking a lot of losses as of late. Oh, that was just a straight up disrespectful slap. Is there really a respectful slap? I don't think so. And there's the heir to the throne. The heir to the throne by D'Angelo Prince, shoving his boot right down Matsuda Tanaka's gullet. D'Angelo checks his moneymaker, makes sure that everything's intact as now he lines up the shot, guys. This could be a huge upset for D'Angelo Prince, but caught by Matsuda Tanaka. D'Angelo surely going for the coronation. And now it is past the upper. It is in big trouble. Kick to the gut. Tiger bomb into the pin, guys. We've seen this maneuver finish off many men in CMV. Used to be utilized heavily by Hayden as a finishing maneuver. He's gonna do it again. Tiger bomb. This time, no pin to follow through, though. To the corner, Matsuda Tanaka. This beautiful, beautiful new attire, lining up his shot, stalking D'Angelo Prince. Wasting a lot of time, though. Flo gets to his feet now. Tanaka! Drives his right into D'Angelo's throat. Now that knee is jerking. Can't shot. Countered by D'Angelo. Forearm smash. Now Prince. Coronation by D'Angelo. What a sequence that was. And Matsuda just completely no-sells it. Tornado DDT. What a match. I knew this would be a show stealer. Jawbreaker by D'Angelo creates some distance. And Prince now pulls out a bangarang, showing how wide his arsenal can be. Unique offense. That lap. No. D'Angelo mocking. Matsuda Tanaka looking to add insult to injury. Hits the Kinshasa. 1, 2, 3. D'Angelo Prince just defeated Matsuda Tanaka with his own maneuver. What a win for D'Angelo Prince, and an exclamation point put on it too. Matsuda Tanaka takes his third official loss. D'Angelo's got to be on cloud 9 right now. It seems the new attire was not enough to see Matsuda Tanaka take the W. D'Angelo Prince, what a filthy heel. Something tells me Matsuda Tanaka, once he wakes up, is not going to be happy about that. D'Angelo Prince might have just dug him from grave. And guys, up next is that #1 contenders match for the CMV World Tag Team titles. But as I said, a slight change to the card. We knew that Luke Swanson and Kevin Silva would be here, but they were supposed to take on Imaginary Brothers next week for the World Tag Team titles. But Imaginary Friends, on their way to the arena, were passed by an ice cream truck. And they decided to turn around, ended up following it all the way out of town. So by the time they caught up to it and got their ice cream, they weren't going to be able to make it back to the arena. So General Manager Castle Faye forced to think quickly on the spot and has given the ATL this fortuitous opportunity, who, of course, are new to Genesis. They just had their final Fusion match earlier this week, a 6-man tag victory alongside Troy Myers, ATL, former Fusion Tag Team Champions, and now because Imaginary Friends decided that ice cream was more important than a title opportunity, Deshaun Porter and Malcolm Fry could very well see themselves right into the contendership seat in that first night in Genesis. But of course, the ATL passed what has been a very impressive team. A team brought together by fate back at Wild Card. They challenged imaginary friends for the World Tag Team titles, ended up defeating them, but then lost the belts to the Good Brothers at Absolution. Luke Swanson and Kevin Silva, two deadly submission experts brought together, are a very scary combination. Last week they got a victory actually alongside sucking off over the Good Brothers in a handicap match. But up against, they've been preparing for the ATL. They knew that they could beat, for Imaginary Friends. They know they can beat Imaginary Friends. Now, last second, they got the ATL thrown at them. An incredible tag team who tore up the Fusion division. Like I said, former Fusion Tag Team champions. And if they win this matchup and then can somehow defeat the Good Brothers, they would make history. They would be the only team to ever hold the Fusion Tag Team titles and the World Tag Team titles. Swanson's tag team partner, the self-proclaimed Portuguese wrestling god, looking to dish out some Olympic stretches here tonight. Listen to those that wave of boos thrown at Kevin Silva. My goodness. Really does not have a whole lot of fans in attendance. So there's team number one, Luke Swanson. Kevin Silva certainly not going to be in a good mood. Like I said, both men were very confident. They know defeat Imaginary Friends as they did back at Wild Card. But now they're getting the runners-up for tag team of the Malcolm Fry and Deshaun Porter, their first night on Genesis, with a huge opportunity given them by General Manager Castle Fave. So here we go, guys. Who on next week's Genesis will challenge Xander and Randy Borton for the World Tag Team titles? As referee Perry White rings the bell, Luke Swanson and Deshaun Porter start things off against one another. Deshaun Porter, the more agile, the wily of the ATL, while Malcolm Fry is the suplex machine, and a man you definitely don't want to let take you down to the canvas. Can now out-wrestle Malcolm Fry. Luke Swanson, though, immediately going for a submission, trying to wear down Porter early on, but that submission maneuver he finishes most of his matches off with being the octopus stretch. It's, comes after a nasty Russian leg sweep. Then you got Kevin Silva with that Olympic of his, the abdominal stretch. Suplexer by Porter, who now goes to the apron. Perfect positioning, springboard, elbow drop. I don't think I've ever seen a more beautiful one. Grabs Luke Swanson by the sides of his head, bring him up face to face. Irish over to the corner. The ATL definitely have more experience as a tag team. Luke Swanson and Kevin Silva only been together for about, maybe not even a month. You saw Swanson was able to get out of the corner. Deshaun Porter doing a great job of putting him right back, though. And the lag is getting, hoorah, just about ready to get out that noose, you know. Running full force into an elbow by Deshaun Porter, who now Irish Whip Swanson right towards Malcolm Fry. Deshaun really wants to get this tag. Now, finally, they slap hands. Malcolm Fry goes up to the second turnbuckle. There's that drop kick vertical suplex attempt. Wow. Absolutely gorgeous. And just see Swanson wants to get the hell out of Dodge, make a hot tag to Kevin Silva, but Malcolm Fry says, nah. Stomp down onto the arm, Luke Swanson. Waist lock as he rolls around to the canvas. I just said earlier, don't want to get into a wrestling contest with Malcolm Fry, but that's exactly what Luke Swanson's going to do. Yeah, I actually said that earlier. I said the only thing the new router did was make it like we could actually, like I don't have to stop. It's still lagging, but it only lags not so terribly as it did before. So maybe when I get the new modem, it'll finally bring everything together. Who knows? Eventually. Kevin Silva now the legal man as he immediately gets that lower back of his targeted. Malcolm Fry knows just about every single way to hit a suplex. Here comes a vertical. Well, at least attempted it. Knee down to the top of the head. Kevin Silva shoots in for a suplex. And Malcolm, landed nasty on his neck. That did not look pretty. Yeah, ATL had their final night on Fusion earlier this week with a 6-man tag alongside Troy and Myers. Now they're filling in for imaginary friends because they were on their way to the arena, but an ice cream truck passed them, and they ended up following the truck all the way out of town. And by the time they finally caught up to it and got their ice cream, it was too late. They wouldn't have been able to make it back to the arena in time. So Cast of Faith, quick thinking, decided, hey, I got ATL now. Let's give them an opportunity. Pull back into a power slam and a tag to Deshaun Porter. Straight punch to the face now. Tries to go low to Silva and get flex for his troubles. Back body drop by the self-proclaimed Portuguese wrestling god. Portuguese god of wrestling, whichever way you want to say it. It's your life, and I won't tell you how to live it. Kevin Silva might get a bit angry, though. Deshaun Porter, O'Connor roll into the German suplex. No bridge, though. Doesn't try to finish with that. Instead, going to throw him over into the corner. And exactly what the ATL are going to try to hit here. Bringing Silva in. Double Northern Lights suplex. Malcolm Fry hooks the leg. Will that be enough to finish? No, Luke Swanson comes in to one before he gets double teamed. Ice cream, very obviously more important than tag team titles to friends. Get a little. What is Deshaun Porter doing, by the way? Hero slam by Malcolm Fry. Maybe Deshaun Porter's trying to distract Luke Swanson. He nearly got disqualified, though, by referee Perry White. Kevin Silva got to go into overdrive right now because he is getting whooped. Oh, man. Back suplex into a Russian leg sweep. And now Fry, Irish over to the corner. Kevin Silva about to get another taste. Pulled in. Double Northern Lights. Immediate bridge. Yes, there it is. 1, 2. No. How in that? Look at it. No. Count it again, but still just a 2 count. Kevin Silva had a taste of the championship gold, and he wants to get back there again. Double leg takedown. Woo, this lag getting a lot worse than it was in the past couple of matches. An unwinnable battle I am playing with my internet. Deshaun Porter now. Kevin Silva's so much bigger than him. And he's just carrying him around, slamming him into the corner, then tossing him like garbage out to the center of the ring. Up to the second turnbuckle, Deshaun Porter about to wow us, I'm sure, with something incredible. Oh, what a drop kick. He cracked me in the face. Double boots. Couple of them front teeth. Now simply just drops his knee down onto the kidneys. Deshaun Porter adopting a slower, more methodical pace. Kevin Silva, though, creates himself an opening, and instead of making the tag, going to try to clutch. Can he earn and Luke Swanson a chance at becoming the World Tag Team Champions again? Olympic stretch by Kevin Silva, countered though by Deshaun Porter into a hip toss before he could tap, before the pain became too much. Kevin Silva, though, trying to crawl himself over to Luke Swanson. That tag, nearly there, and Deshaun Porter stops him. Rocket kick. Deshaun's boot connecting right to the side of Kevin Silva's head. 1, 2, 3 in the ATL. Arrive on Genesis and have become #1 contenders for the CMV World Tag Team titles. So the ATL guys, their first night, who perhaps hadn't seen them before, exactly who they are and what they're packing as they knock off Luke Swanson and Kevin Silva. Now next week, the ATL will challenge the Good Brothers, Xander Slate and Randy Borton, for the World Tag Team titles. And up next, it is some more singles action, as Johnny Vegas, who we have not seen in a minute, going to be taking on the 6th annual CMV Royal Rumble winner, El Jefe, of course, with Big Ham, Joey Bacon in his corner. Those two men coming off a huge win from last week over Tops Newsome, who is now the undisputed champion over on Unmatched, and Alpha World Champion Chris Andrews. But it's what happened after the match that left many people talking. Tops Newsome again tricking El Jefe into striking Chris Andrews as he had earlier in that night. But this time the Brit got, well, literal revenge. Left El Jefe laying out in the center of the ring, and that's making many people think that El Jefe is going to choose the Brit to challenge for the Alpha World title in 4 weeks at Homecoming 3. But tonight, El Jefe got to be focused, wants to get as many wins as he can before Homecoming, build up that momentum. He shocked the world at Absolution, man, the true underdog, winning the Rumble matchup. Now he's got to prove that it wasn't a fluke, and that he actually deserves to be in the position that he's in. Of course, still to come, guys, we have got Jaquan Shea and No Fun Martini taking on Tyson Cage and Anarchy champion Samuel Boone. We've also got Adam Scott will be in singles action against Zach Cage, and in our main event, Mark Natel takes on the returning Dream, Sam. I'm very excited to see Sammy Boy back at it again. This has been probably one of the shortest Genesises ever. Genocide? I don't know the plural. 47 minutes though. We're already at the 4th matchup, and before these next couple of matches are like an hour long a piece. Johnny Vegas, though, a veteran of CMV, we have not seen in quite a while, but could get himself a huge win over That man right there to the right, not the 500-pound giant, but the human fish, maybe the Arriba man. Two-time light heavyweight champion. I can't believe I'm actually saying this with the man who is going to headline Homecoming 3, El Jefe. Big Ham out here to show his support for his best friend and tag team partner. Joey Bacon making sure the ring is clear before he lets his friend in. And here we go, Johnny Vegas one-on-one with El Jefe, who's like a villain. Hey, nice shot. I like how they changed corners. Always love seeing that. A nice handshake. Gonna get a clean bout here. You never know from Vegas, though. He's a bit of a dirty heel. That might have been a little trick, maybe a prank gone wrong. Hopefully it doesn't go sexual. Punch to the head, though. Johnny Vegas with a strong start out. Don't know what that kick attempt was from El Jefe. Didn't really pay off for him. And now just hammering away at Vegas's face. Oh, yes! Yes! Yes, El Jefe! Bam! That final kick right to the side of the head. Jefe certainly has the CMV universe. They love seeing him win the Royal Rumble matchup in anticipation of who he is going to choose to face. Like art through the air. Arm drag by Jefe. Taking Vegas down. Ducks the clothesline, floored. Like it ain't no thing but a chicken wing. Now Jefe grab by the sides of his head. One knee. And just coconut crunch. Trying to scramble El Jefe's brains as he slams first down onto the knee. Fish, fish, fish. Belly to belly, Johnny Vegas. If I were in his shoes, I'm pretty sure I'd be pretty intimidated with Joey Bacon standing ringside, but he's got to try to stay focused as well he can, because like I said, this would be victory for Johnny Vegas. Even if El Jefe wasn't Royal Rumble winner, he's still a former two-time light heavyweight champion. But to the shoulder, Vegas currently has control. $1 million dream submission hold. He's looking to go old school. Jefe getting taken to the woodshed right now. As Vegas leg one, just a one. Jeez Louise, Papa Cheese. Vegas realizing that he's in control and cannot allow El Jefe to make a comeback, but that's exactly what the Arriba man is looking to do. Arm drag. Scoop slam, but El Jefe drops down behind, slaps the tip for a reverse DDT. Tries for belly to belly, instead gets his temples clapped. A little bit of a hip toss. Vegas immediately taking back the driver's seat. El Jefe with an arm drag of his own. Back and forth they go. Tit for tat. 1999 up in here. A reversal fest is ensuing in the ring on Genesis number 123. And look at the swagger of Johnny Vegas. You saw him shoot that little glare over at Joey Bacon. Like, what you gonna do, bitch? I ain't gonna do shit. Vegas with a very old school style moveset. Look at these fish drops. That's as a fish drops in a Jefe's face is already mangled. Completely unnecessary. Counters the Irish whip though. El Jefe now. You, brother. Going to sleep. Wrong time to taunt though. And now Johnny Vegas victory. No, an immediate kick out. Maybe that was sure. Or maybe Johnny Vegas even let it go, was just trying to show El Jefe not to take him lightly. Heavy Irish whip. El Jefe goes falling down to the outside like a sack of stones. Tries for a kick to the chest, grabs the leg. And Joey Bacon, even though I'm sure he wants to go over there and wrap claws around Vegas' throat to help out his boy, he cannot. Count of three, Vegas back into the ring. El Jefe standing behind him there, what Vegas realized. Now a Lord, oh Oh, face first into that second turn. Up on one knee, man, the lag is so bad today. Holy shit. Just when I was starting to get confident that this new modem was helping out. Right back to square one. Belly to belly by Vegas. He is loving those in this match. I think that's the third one that he's hit. Now a hook in the leg. Can he catch El Jefe off guard? Nope, just a 2 count. Not even, I think it was just a 1 count. Looking a bit bamboozled. Caught with a front headlock. Jefe tosses him face first. Oh, I thought we were going to get a little bit of fish dick. The fuck is Jefe doing here? Tornado! Vertical suplex. By this. Cam seemed to get an edge in this match, though. Jefe, every time he... Oh! Director's cut! Every time Jefe seems to finally get the upper hand and starts to build offense, Vegas is right there to shut him down. Perhaps we all underestimated Vegas a little bit, but El Jefe doing a very good job. Saw that elbow drop coming, moves out of the way. Cannot capitalize on it, though. Vegas, I don't know what his fixation is with this, with wanting to take springboard crossbody. That is why I am an El Jefe fan. What incredible agility. And now Johnny Vegas put in the corner. Not a place that you want to be. He knows it. He's like, nah, no way. Not even once. El Jefe is first off that top turnbuckle. Now it's Johnny Vegas who looks for something in the corner, but might have just written his own freaking death warrant. Atomic drop the knee up the old bum where the sun don't shine. One. Just a 1 count, though. Now it's Johnny Vegas. He's been in control for the better part of this match. I think, is he trying to take off El Jefe's mask? I think he just dug his fingers under El Jefe's mask and raked the eyes. El Jefe, he's pissed. And now looking to make Johnny Vegas pay. Jumps the shark super kick. Right up under the jaw, but Vegas quickly shakes the cobwebs, snaps back to reality. Oh, some sharp elbows to the middle of the back and then some press-ups, adding just complete disrespect when it wasn't necessary. These two started off the match with a handshake also, remember? Oh, Jefe saying, you want to make fun of me, amigo? You gotta pay for it. Hook, line, and sinker. Hooks the leg. 1, 2, 3. El Jefe continues to build up momentum en route to Homecoming 3. A little bit of a sleeper match. Definitely a lot better than I thought it was going to be. And got to give credit to Johnny Vegas, man. He was controlling the majority of that matchup, but there's what did it. After Johnny Vegas took it one step too far with the mocking, Jefe made him pay it dearly. Hook, line, and sinker. Now the question is still on everyone's mind. Who will El Jefe choose to face at Homecoming? Whoever's world champion or his vintage buddy, the Bloody Brick Chris Andrews, for the Alpha World Championship. Either way, man, Jefe's starting to build himself as a credible challenger. All right, guys, our tertiary main event here on Genesis number 123. So to come, Adam Scott going to be taking on Zach Cage on our main event. Mark Natel battles the Dream, Sam Valentine, his first match on Genesis in over 6 months. Very amped tag team action as it is the #1 contender for the CMV Anarchy Championship, who will challenge Samuel Boone next week in a ladder match for the title with Brett Angel special guest refereeing. For now, though, he pairs with former international champion No Fun Martini, who's been having his problems with Tyson Cage, eliminated him in a Royal Rumble match at Absolution 3, and then last week Tyson Cage knocked him off one-on-one. Martini's got to be feeling a little bit salty. Get himself a little bit of payback here. What did Gumbel do? He's just, irritating in general, Yo, what up, Hellish? Just in time. And Jaquan Shea, guy, the man I cannot give enough credit, has been on such a roll since his return from injury. First defeated Matsuda Tanaka. Pretty good showing for himself in the Rumble, and last week won that fatal 4-way. And next week he has the chance to become Anarchy Champion once again when he challenges Samuel Boone in a ladder match, guys. But Boone, of course, known to pull off those upsets on the daily. I mean, just him winning the title back at Wildcard was an upset. Him retaining in the triple threat against John Reed and D'Angelo Prince was an upset. And how about the match he had last week with international champion Dallas Steele? He lost, but what an absolute clinic that was between them. Jaquan Shea and Samuel Boone, though, neither men and their careers have competed in a ladder match. Scary thought, man. Could take years off your career, but here's the man that Shea teams with tonight for international champion No Fun Martini. No Fun Martini, as I said, he and Tyson Cage been at each other's throats. And Tyson Cage threw down a challenge on Martini for a rematch, another one-on-one matchup. Tyson Cage, just weeks away, premiere of Marvel's Moon Knight, where he plays the titular character. Aside from that, though, man, Tyson Cage equally been very impressive. On himself a little bit of a winning streak. Former Fusion Tag Team Champion. Riding of momentum. As he'll stand side by side with the purveyor of Boone Juice, the CMV Anarchy Champion, the one, the only, Samuel Boone. Samuel Boone, been known throughout his entire CMV career as an upset artist, holds a singles victory over Just Insane. A very, very short list of men who can say they've done that. A former United States champion. And now, with the Anarchy title fit snug around his waist, but championship in jeopardy once again next week in a ladder match. Boone's can be various match types in his career. Hell in a Cells. He actually won the United States title in an Armageddon Hell in a Cell way back when. Was that a Point Break? Pretty sure it was a Point Break. Unforgiving steal of a ladder, though. Neither has his challenger in Shaquan Shea. There we go, Shaquan Shea. Mocking each other. Who can strike the better pose? Paint me like one of your French girls. Bob Ross out here to paint both men. Shaquan Shea with a wrist clutch. No flex. Only gets himself a one. Lifted up into a seated position. Kick to the shoulder, moves out of the way as Tyson Cage tries to shoot him, but Shaquan Shea with the stomp to the quad instead. Now he goes for the waist, gets a punch to the back of the head. Back suplex. Oh! Dropped into a face buster. What a sequence that was. Tagged Anarchy champion Samuel Boone early on. That's the name of the game in a tag team situation. Frequent tags, keep yourselves fresh. Elbow drop right up the derriere. Backside of Shaquan Shea. Going to be feeling that in the morning, but for now we're going to preview what will happen next week. Ladder match for the Anarchy Championship with Brett Angel as the special guest referee. Clothesline out of the ring. Shaquan Shea taking out the garbage. Shea, man, and Samuel Boone's leg there, the hamburger meat. So aggressive by Shaquan actually, because Samuel Boone likes to use that leg hook of his as a finishing maneuver. So you take out his leg, then obviously you're going to take out a big part of his arsenal. Thrown up into the security wall, man. Shaquan Shea is making Samuel Boone, for lack of a better word, his bitch right now. Back suplex, jumps out of it, and now a running bulldog. Pack of Boone juice coming out here. This fight returns to the ring before we get a cheeky count. I don't want to jinx it, but we haven't had a count out in a good while. I don't know if I did Hellish. Probably. I don't remember what it was, though. Kicks out the leg now. Samuel Boone with a spurt of offense that's quickly quelled. The Kiwi Crushers lighting up Samuel Boone's chest like the 4th of July. Then that final kick connects right to the back of the head. And Shaquan has got places to be, people to see. Brain Buster. This might be a real easy night for No Fun Martini. Quick pin by Shaquan Shea. 1. Oh, but just before the 2, Tyson Cage ensures that things continue. Now he pays with a bulldog from behind. Boone now with his second wind. Rips Shea up to his feet using his own head as a weapon. Boone will do what he has to do to make sure that he remains the Anarchy champion. Oh, yeah. Oh, that pull and big boot. Spaghetti legs for Shaquan Shea. Samuel Boone turns to the paying homage to them. He knows he's got their support through thick and thin. Now Shea got to make a tag to No Fun Martini right about now. That war. Tyson Cage rallying the CMV universe as we get a somersault cutter from that second turnbuckle. And there are no flies on Samuel Boone as he immediately has his eyes set on wrapping things up. Tiger Bomb One. No fun, Martini. Takes out referee Perry White, breaks the pin, and then gets cut down swiftly by Tyson Cage with a hell of a neck breaker. And in all the chaos, Shaquan Shea makes feet on the middle rope. Perry White gets to his seat, doesn't see it, but Tyson Cage ensures that there ain't gonna be no finish like that. Now he gets a Tiger Bomb. Shaquan Shea and Samuel Boone, the legal men. Remember, Tyson Cage valiantly trying to help out Boone, but failing to do so. Roll through kick to the side of the head. Boone in La La Land in the corner. Can he catch his bearings? No. Shaquan Shea just stealing Samuel Boone's entire move. Somersault cutter. Showing him how it's done. As Shea, guys, I think is going to try to go up to the top. Hot tag made though, and here comes Tyson Cage. Shaquan punching him right in the back of the head. Middle of the back. What? Tries to finally make that tag to No Fun Martini. Irish whip back over to Boone though. Double knees to the spine, but a clothesline by Tyson Cage. Forearm smash, slapped away. Get that shit out of here. What a match. Shaquan Shea, though, that took it out of him. Still he's able to reverse as Tyson Cage closes in. Arm drag, kick, caught, wheel. The tip of his boot right up under Tyson Cage's chin. Punch to the back of the head. Counter, 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 reversal, reversal, reversal. This is insane. Genesis 123. And these four men, well, these three men, No Fun Martini, Stiegel. D'Angelo Prince says sucky and escape with a fluke victory, but in the end, all will bow to the Prince of CMV. D'Angelo got to be feeling all types of good after his win over Matsuda Tanaka earlier tonight. Tyson Cage desperately wants to tag to Samuel Boone, instead gets a snap dragon suplex. Oh my God, is it finally gonna happen? Are we finally gonna get it? It's No Fun Martini. Yes! Slaps hands, and here comes the former international. Drop to hold, elbow drop. Martini looks for that bit of revenge as he hooks the leg. 1, 2, but just a 2 count. Punch to the midsection, tries to close in as Tyson Cage. His emotions perhaps overrunning him right now. Inverted overdrive. Tag to Anarchy champion Samuel Boone. Tyson Cage not allowing No Fun Martini to get his hands on him for very long. Remember, like I said, Tyson Cage challenged No Fun Martini to another one-on-one matchup earlier tonight. Samuel Boone, what are you doing? Wrong time to taunt. And how big of a win would this be for Martini as Tyson Cage gets taken out with a Hurricane Rana, but luckily Boone 2.999 able to save. Just mayhem in that ring right now. Keep your eyes on Martini though. That inverted reverse DDT of his. And now as Shaquan Shea dispatches of Cage with these Kiwi crushers, Samuel Boone tries to fire back. Tyson Cage is gone. Shaquan attempting to give Martini a little bit of time to get back up to his feet. Tyson Cage returns to the apron. Both men are still down. Martini on one knee. Samuel Boone just now beginning to stir. Maybe gonna try for that hot tag. Martini with a punch to the back of the head though. Stops him from doing so. Belly to belly. Elbow straight to the top of the noggin. Cheeky little jab. Kick to the midsection. And a pile driver. Rolling pile driver by No Fun Martini just brought a halt to this matchup, but pop-up punch it. Clocking him. Now Martini stands on the corner, surveying the scene like any good investigator would. Also giving Samuel Boone a considerable amount of time, though, as he crawls over to the corner. Can he try to make a tag to Tyson Cage? What is Martini's game plan here? Charging Boone from behind, but that backfired in a back suplex. Oh, no. Whew. I just got a little bit of a kick in my back watching that. Sambo toss, elbow drop, straight to the shoulder and chest. Martini having his way with the Anarchy Champion, and now looks to hammer that final nail into the coffin. Reverse STO. Will he be able to make that pin, though? Tyson Cage is right there. Can he break it up? Yes, he can. Jaquan Shea doing a horrible job of stopping him from doing so. Gotta have your eye on the prize. Come on, Shea. See if Boone can make that comeback before he can get off his kick to the gut. Martini a bit faster. Cross-armed, elevated DDT. Boone busted open, blood spurting from a gash on his forehead, and now Martini in the corner, looking to pull the trigger. Sliding knee strike. Boone is out. That'll be a rope break, though. No. 1, 2, but where was Jaquan Shea again? Your partner for Martini in this matchup. And here we are again. Both men are down as Tyson Cage gives Samuel Boone a little bit of time. Can he use that time? Nope, Martini back to his feet. Gonna make Tyson Cage pay. Tries to anyhow. Martini's getting pissed, finally. Shoulder thrust, Tyson Cage is taken out, and this could be the opening that Martini needs. Boone is just bleeding bad, guys. Oh, and Martini, we've seen this before, from the top rope, falling back elbow. No fun. Martini says, enough, no more, I've had it. Tyson Cage is still down. And Martini, to wrap things up, reverse STO again. Stop looking at him and actually pin him on. There's Tyson Cage, of course, as soon as he hits the pin. 1, 2, 3. No fun. Martini escape with the win. And even though Martini didn't pin Tyson Cage, that's still got to feel good for him, after Cage has had his number these past couple of weeks. Jaquan Shea and No Fun Martini pick up that big W over their respective foes. Jaquan Shea reclaim the Anarchy Championship next week when he challenges Samuel Boone in a ladder match, and will No Fun Martini accept Tyson Cage's challenge to another one-on-one meeting? All right, co-main event time here. Genesis number 123 still to come. And our main event, Mark Cantel goes one-on-one with the returning Dream, Sam Valentine. But first, we see if Scott can cut it in singles competition. His partner, Reese Ortiz, guys, could very well be the 4th annual Cyborg Invitation and receive an Apple World title shot. So Adam Scott beginning to realize that he might have to branch out on a great start for him as he takes on CMV veteran, one of the longest standing members of the CMV roster, a former Anarchy Tag Team and International Champion of the 7 Deadly Sins, Zach Cage. And we need a dank okay. Josh Wolf, the leader of Team Genesis, the captain for Homecoming 3, revealing last week that John Reed, the leader of the 7 Deadly Sins, and Sam Valentine will be a part of his team. Still that one slot left to be filled. We'll find out next week exactly who will be representing Genesis as the international champion when Dallas Steel defends his title against who I still do not know. And Joshua still yet to reveal who his monster will be for the Monster versus Monster match. Team captain of Fusion Hayden revealing Andrew Briggs and Pierre Thompson as a part of his team. Adam Scott and Reese Ortiz fantastic together in tag team action, but we've seen much of a phenomenal singles competitor. Reese Ortiz has been truly shocking the entire CMV is showing in the Cyborg Invitational. Now we'll see if Scott has that same type of fortitude about him, not being given a walk in the park for his first. Former Anarchy World Tag Team and International Champion. We've not seen Zach Cage in a one-on-one competition in quite a while. Last time we did see him, we took a tag team loss alongside Mark Cantel to Vintage. So you got to know that Cage is eager to pick up this victory. All right, Adam Scott ready to show us what he's worth as a single superstar. Coming face to face with Zach Cage. Referee rings the bell. Both men about equal size and strength, I'd say. It looks like Zach Cage has a bit of a little height advantage here. No, what a start though. Armbar over the top rope, but Cage has got to let go because if he held it any longer, they would have been disqualified. But the damage is most certainly done. If you're any fan of Zach Cage or if you've seen any of his matches, you know that he loves utilizing various arm bars to finish off his opponents. So look for him to wear down Scott's arms throughout this matchup as he does right there with an arm wrench. Now mounting Adam Scott and just hammering away with these left hands, then a stomp to the midsection. Up to the second turnbuckle, Zach Cage. It's been all him since the bell rang. Elbow drop draped across the chest. Top of that mohawk of his, he ain't impressed. Irish whip rebounds off the ropes. Cage awaiting it with a boot directly to the face of Adam Scott. Gonna try to roll the outside to catch his breath, but Cage not allowing it. Last chance submission hold being applied now by Cage. Will Adam Scott tap out? He literally hasn't hit a single move. Finally, a sign of life by Adam Scott as he punches Cage in the face. Irish whip to the apron. Cage takes back control and mere seconds, well, not for long. Back of the ring. Zach Cage waiting for him. Irish whip right back out to that apron. Zach Cage gets his way in the end. Forearm smash and Scott falls down to the outside, having that trip CNX fall. Now Cage just watching him. Thought maybe he was going to try to take a count out win. Now goes and continues his attack. I think it is, Topher. Oh, snapmare driver by Adam Scott down onto the outside. Of course, we know those pads offer little to no protection to the pure concrete that lies beneath. Now Cage fires back with a neck breaker. Surprised his face wasn't ripped off his goddamn head with that snapmare driver. Count of 7. This matchup is saved from a count-out finish. That's unfortunate, though, it would seem, for Adam Scott. What a combination by Zach Cage. Deadly knee strike there at the end. Now dragging Scott's lifeless body away from the ropes. Goes for his leg. Got a Indian deathlock being applied by the CMV veteran. One of the longest standing members of the roster. Oh, last call by Adam Scott, showing off his agility a little bit. What up, Bateman? This is the co-main event. You did miss Martini's match, but I'll tell you there. Oh, wait a minute, guys, that cage fall back and driver. 1, 2. All right. I gotta be completely honest. I'm a bit surprised, and I think Zach Cage is as well. Adam Scott kicking out of that small package driver, but really doesn't matter. Cage is still tearing into him and having his way again with the mounted punches. This time I should say, some nasty rights, but here we go. Pump handle, single knee gut buster. That's what Adam Scott's got to start stringing together. Some serious offense. And a tweet here, guys, from John Reed says, witness how Zach Cage fills his gluttonous thirst for violence against this newcomer. Well, Adam Scott not really a newcomer. He has been around quite a while with Reese Ortiz, but this is his first singles match. Either way, John Reed clearly watching in support of his 7 at Deadly Sin subordinate. Oh no! Straight up kick to the gut. 1, 2, just a... Now Adam Scott knows exactly what he's looking for here. Lines up the shot spear. Caught up though by Cage. Drops it right down into a DDT, and now Zach. No beating around the bush. Just when Scott finally had the upper hand, small package driver again, and Scott's arm just falling limp. 1, 2. Are you serious? Zach Cage, can't believe it. I can see the fire in his eyes. How in the hell is Adam Scott kicking? Springboard lamp base, now some eat defeat. Adam Scott looking for a huge upset now, mocking Zach Cage as he plops down to the outside, looking for a moment of refuge, but Scott not going to allow him to have it. Oh, and an arm wrench. Like a short arm, rather. Big boot. Cage just completely ragdolling. Now on the outside. Backpack face buster. Very innovative offense by Adam Scott. Now propping Cage up all fours, only to drop a double axe out of the upper back. Adam Scott way with Zach Cage. Another last call. We are getting into the deep end though. Is Adam Scott looking for a count out win? Or will he try to get Cage back into the ring? Count at 7. Only a few more seconds. There we go, guys. Cage seems to be completely gone. Motionless, and Scott's just been ripping him apart. Straight up slap across the face, and that woke Cage. He's pissed. His emotions being used against him. Got tossed overhead with that fireman's carry. Now a snapmare. Goes for a headbutt. Elbow straight to the face. Got busted open. Now the blood pouring down to his eyes, making it hard for him to see, but Another backpack stunner, this time center of the ring. Ralph. Good boy. Stomp down lower back, Adam Scott. Even though he's dazed and confused, you see him grabbing at his head. The hell is this? Blue Thunder Bomb! Blue Thunder Bomb! 1, 2, 3! Adam Scott! What a comeback! And what an upset! Adam Scott puts down Zach Cage with a Blue Thunder Bomb. Guess John Reed was wrong there. A minute. Adam Scott, now a singles competitor, wants to make sure that nobody underestimates him again. Oh, he might be getting on the bad side of the 7 deadly sins. I don't know how much of a good idea that was. All right, guys, it is main event time. Our final match of the evening here on Genesis, number 123, and it is the True Dark Lord Marcantel. I'm going to try to pick up the slack that Zach Cage just dropped for 7 Deadly Sins as he battles the Ring Dream. Sam Valentine in action for the first time in over 6 months. Just made his return at Absolution 3, and the Royal Rumble, of course, has been picked by Josh Wolf as a part of Team Genesis at Homecoming 3. And a tweet from Josh Wolf says, "Do not disappoint me, Sam." Well, Josh Wolf kind of talking down to Valentine in a way there. I don't know if he'll appreciate that. Sammy Boy, a CMV veteran, a fan favorite he has been throughout his entire career. Remember, the first year of his stint here in CMV, he was a part of a tag team alongside Lance Romance called the Bromancers. Then he split off as a singles competitor, holds a singles win over Justin Sane, and over the years has vied many a time for championship gold, the Undisputed title, Anarchy title, International Championship, Alpha World title multiple times last season, but could never get the job done. Came so close so many times. Maybe the half a year off was what he needed. Now he's back. But quite a man to be put in front of him in his return. The gargantuan Marcantel. Marcantel, who had a very strong showing in the Royal Rumble match at Absolution. He was in the final 6. He was in the final 4, in fact. Got eliminated by Randy Orton. Never gay in a 3-way. Nah, Soul shut up halfway through 17. Bromancers ended on 16. Gotta wonder if John Reed will be a team player at Homecoming 3. He's also been picked by Joshua to be a part of that main event 8-man elimination tag match. But I'm sure that John Reed has his own agenda. If he wins there for Genesis, he'll probably be rewarded in some way by general manager Castle Fave. Sugar, I'm gonna need you. Just randomly start barking. Oh, yes. The Dream, ladies and gentlemen, has... Oh my God, the mesh shirt. I'm dead. Sam Valentine is home. using up that pyro budget. CMV might have the biggest pyro budget of any wrestling company in the world. For Sam Valentine, though, it's worth it. Will the dreams return? You see how he just kind of like shoot off Mark Cantell? Valentine's absorbing the atmosphere. The CM Universe glad to have him back. So here we go. Mark Cantell battle Sam Valentine. Referee Perry White rings the bell and a handshake out of the gate. Very uncharacteristic of Mark Cantell, but perhaps he knows that this is a big opportunity for him. First time Mark Cantell's been in a main event in quite some time. Immediately gets caught with the European uppercut. And another one. Then goes for a jumping cutter to Sam. Tossed off by Mark Cantell, having absolutely none of it. Release Tiger Bomb. See the air that Sam got on that. I think Mark Cantell might need some stitches. I don't know. I think he's all right. I think that's just going to be pain. I don't think he's actually been scratched by a bear. Oh, that will suck the air right up out of you. Sam with a bit of an unceremonious return here. Mark Cantell having his absolute fun. Offensive Sammy boy. Just drilling those knees to the chest. Finally, Valentine makes the counter. Gets himself a second to breathe, but it doesn't last very long. Short arm clothesline, and Valentine's right back down onto the canvas. Hooks the leg, immediate count out. But too early for that, Mark Cantell. Irish whip now. Sam rebounds. Tries for a sidewalk slam. It was looking like now a front headlock. And boom! Botchplex. More commonly known as a fisherman's suplex. Rake of the eyes. Market of getting his hands dirty and bending the rules in his favor. Rake of the eyes again, but this time Sam's like, nah. Swift kick to the midsection. And then a hangman's neck breaker down onto the shoulder. Sam Valentine taking it all in, man. Eyes off the prize, though, against someone like Mark Cantell, a former Anarchy champion, a CMV veteran. Been in the ring with the best there's ever been. If you ask me, the 300-plus pounder, double rebounding. Strong. And just the chest and ribs of Sam Valentine pulverized that powerbomb. And that's the beginning of the end for Sam Valentine. Thanks for coming, says Mark Cantell. See you later. No, bullhammer caught before it smashed against his skull. Catches the boot now, trips him up. Sam with a half crab. Doing damage to that lower back, but Mark Cantell quickly finds a way to escape. Punch to the back of the head. Caught with an elbow, though. Right to the temple. German suplex to the back. Mark Cantell's head just hit right off that second turnbuckle. That was an all-around nasty maneuver. Oh, and if I know Sam Valentine, like I think I know Sam Valentine, he's going to go for the Dream Shatterer, but Mark Cantell did his own. One. Just a one count. Mark Cantell, a bit peeved, goes for a scoop slap, knee to the gut instead. And Sam tosses him right back to the corner. Not taking no for an answer. Sam stopping a mud hole, and Mark Cantell now sets him up in the perfect positioning. Yes. Haven't seen this in far too long. Ralph calls this the Dream Shatterer. That might be the most beautiful incarnation I have ever seen him hit. Marcantel goes limp. And Valentine now wants to make sure there are no rope breaks. 1, 2. Oh, just a 2 count though. Close but no cigar for the Dream, who now has to figure out a different way to keep Marcantel down. First, gonna turn to the fans again, who adore him. For the benefit of those with flash photography. Looks to continue his attack, but gave Marcantel a bit too much time to recuperate. Now the big man with an Irish whipper to the corner. Swift hook to the jaw. Kick to the gut again, and once more a Hangman's neckbreaker. Marcantel cannot allow Sam to keep throwing this offense at him. Slowly but surely, Sam approaches Marcantel, looks for something else in the corner. Belly to belly. A second time, again hooks the leg, hoping that it'll be enough, but finds only a 1 count. Headbutt by Valentine to someone like Marcantel, whose head is ginormous. That modified suplex, Sam Valentine clutching at his lower back, writhing in agony as Marcantel follows through with a stomp straight down into the face and a gator roll. Valentine caught in the jaws of Marcantel, wrenching back with a crossface. Marcantel doesn't look for the submission, just looks to wear down Sam Valentine enough so that he brings him to his feet. Wraps that big meaty claw around his throat in an STO. Now to the pin once more. 1, jump. Marcantel cannot get past the 1 count with Valentine. Hands on his hips, and Marcantel's thinking, God damn. What exactly am I going to have to do? Perhaps another powerbomb will be the key. What a main event matchup this has been. Marcantel giving Sam Valentine quite the welcoming back party. Counters that choke slam before he's sent to the deepest pits of hell. Counters the clothesline with a clothesline, and now Sammy boy. Those cogs in his brain turning. And what exactly is Sam looking to bring together here? Marcantel on spaghetti legs. Sam explodes out of the corner. Shotgun drop kick. The back of Marcantel's head again ricochets off that second turnbuckle. Ralph. Gonna get smacked, Ralph. Gonna get smacked. Marcantel, though, and all the commotion, tries to hook the leg. And Marcantel could be teetering on the edge of a concussion. All the shots, winding it up. Ball hammer! Valentine doesn't have the wherewithal to counter at that time. 1, 2, just a 2 count though. Absolute clinic this has been between these two. Sam showing us there's no ring rust on him, and the 6 months he's been out of competition. Tries for a jumping cutter again. Marcantel says nope. Crossbody instead, like a brick wall flying at you. Look at the right hands, the rights, the left just raining down. Turns Sam's head into mush. Like a watermelon being splattered on a sidewalk, and there's a pinpoint now. Marcantel sees what he has to do to bring things to an end. Hellacious hooks that leg. 1, 2. Sam denies him. 2.5, but no more than that. Marcantel, a third powerbomb, maybe going to break Bison's powerbomb record. No wasted motion. Marcantel, Sam just collapsed, man. He is out of it. Takes a deep breath in and out, does Marcantel, as now winding that forearm smash again. Maximum impact. Bullhammer. And Sam 1, 2. I can't believe it, and apparently neither can Martel, who argues with referee Perry White that had to be a 3, but it wasn't. Somehow, some way, Sam Valentine has not skipped and the time he's been out. How about that power bomb, though? My God. Marketel wipes some sweat from his face. Both men have got to be running on fumes, man. These past couple minutes, it's been all Marketel. Sam has got to find an opening, as he does right there. Wicked DDT of Marketel, busted wide open, blood beginning to pour down his face as Sam arms wide. He's thinking of something. Maybe it's him who's in danger of a concussion. Just stood there and now allows Marketel to take control. Walking him all the way across the... What the hell is Marketel doing? What was the game plan there? I'm not sure. Now getting backed all the way up into the corner, though. Unloading with this combination, catches that boot. And the Dream into the corner once again. Oh. What? What happened there, Marketel? Release Tiger Bomb. Hooks the leg to upset Sam Valentine and his return to Genesis. No. Main event here of episode 123. Ben and banger now. Oh, GG. Now Marketel just refusing to get put in any corners. Maybe that by itself will be enough. No, Bulldog gets only a 2 count. You see how Sam Valentine's shoulders are slumped. Very slow on his movement. Marketel now looking to be out of it, but no, not quite. Still something left. Battling back and forth. Edging for control. Belly to belly, number 3. That was a rope break, though. It's gracious. Oh, no. Marketel again with the big splash. 300-plus pounds down across the sternum. Sam Valentine never going to breathe the same way again. A 5th powerbomb in this match to the Dream. Marketel just collapses. There literally is nothing left in him. Somehow he still manages. Bull hammer a 3rd time, and that's got to be it. There's no way Valentine kicks out again. 1, 2. Looking at Marketel's reaction is about how I'm feeling right now. Equally so. Did Sam Valentine just kick out? It's like Valentine somehow got better in his time away. Look at his wailing on Marketel. Now just pressing his boot to the CMV veteran's throat. To the monster of 7 deadly sins. And guys, Marketel is in big trouble. Shotgun drop kick again. That alone just plops into the lateral press at an instinct. 1, 2, no. Sam Valentine left bamboozled, beside himself. But just maybe, this is what he needs. Can he pull it off? No, Marketel fucking counters. Oh my God. What is this? What is this match? What the hell is Sam doing here now? Using the ropes to elevate himself up, brings the boot right down to the throat Marketel hunches over, taking deep breaths in and out. Sam Valentine trying to pace himself the best that he can with everything that he's gone through in this matchup. Don't know what the hell Sam was trying for there, but whatever he attempted comes back to bite him. A 6 power bomb. How is Sam Valentine not dead? What is this now? Butterfly suplex. Wow, the agility of Marketel to just fling himself around like that. A second time, and now the butterfly face buster. By the time this match is over, Sam Valentine is going to be ground meat. Forearm to the side of the head. Uno, dos, tres. Marketel finally is victorious. Holy shit. Holy shit. Marketel defeats Sam Valentine. Dreams return to Genesis. There should be no shame from Sam, though. What an absolute showing, and proving that he's even better than he was before, but just not better than Marketel was on this night. The Beast closes out Genesis with a strong win for the 7 Deadly Sins. Will Sam Valentine even be able to compete come homecoming? I know it's 4 weeks away, but goddamn, after that mauling. All right, guys, and as always, if you like what you saw and you want to see more, !CMV will let you know a bit more about us. !Join will give you a link to our website, cmvwrestling.com. If you are an Xbox One and you have your own car, you are more than welcome to register and join one of our many shows. !Discord will give you a link to our Discord. If you are to join, make sure you check that out as well. And our Twitter, official CMV _ you can face match cards, all that kind of good stuff. And indeed, as always, we will close out with a quote from the one and only God among men, DJ Khaled, who says, but first, a tweet finished from Josh Wolf says, resilience doesn't mean a damn thing if you can't fight back. So Joshua apparently not very impressed with Valentine's showing, but here's from DJ Khaled, says almond milk plus Cinnamon Toast Crunch equals a major key to success. So always keep that in mind, guys. And I'll see you this Sunday for the Fusion exclusive pay-per-view emergence, where hopefully we won't have such awful lag as it was today. But, you know, fingers crossed. I'll see you then. Hopefully, make sure you tune in. Love you.